Hey y'all, as you can see, some of the swelling is gone down out of my face and I am happy. And I also have discovered that in my old age, I have a dimple. I'm starting to get a dimple, which I don't understand. How can you just get a dimple? And let me see. Yeah. So either it's always been there or I've been smiling so much that one is starting to form. Explain that to me. But I like it. I always wanted one, so hey. Alright, anyway. And it might go away once all the swelling's out of my face, and that's gonna suck. And one of my heathens, that's Pudding bringing back my buttons that she borrowed a month ago. That's my oldest child. That's the artiste. Hey, you know I got your picture, don't you? Alright, I was showing it to people. They like it. Whatever. So anyway, she thinks, She got that spread going on a couple of years earlier in hips. And I tried to warn that child. Pudding, I'm telling you right now, you need to start watching what you eat and start exercising. Pick you up a sport. I walk everywhere because y'all won't get me a car and y'all won't drive me. Then nobody buy me a car. I had to work and save my money, get me a car. And my daddy found one for me. He went and paid for it and I had to pay him back. But it was my car and I paid for it, my money, and I had to pay for my insurance, my taxes, my tags, all that stuff I had to pay. Well, nothing handed to me and nothing gonna be handed to y'all. Y'all gonna learn the value of $1. That's right. So that's how we roll up in this household. But yeah, she's an amazing artist and I love her to death. But the child, I call her Slewfoot because she don't pick up her feet. She always dragging her feet. Anyway, what was I going to talk to y'all about? Okay, I showed y'all my weird dimple thing going on over here in this cheek. Maybe because I've been chewing gum. Shh, don't tell my dentist. I'm not supposed to have gum because I have TMJ and both. Yeah, so anyway, I noticed today, because I wore my hair like this to work, it made me think about when I used to wear my hair. Back in the day, when I was young, I used to wear my hair straightened. It was straightened because my mom didn't let us put relaxer in our hair yet. But it was straightened. And I used to put my little part and I would do my twists. And then I would put my little hair clips right here. And then my hair would hang straight the rest of the way down. Okay? And I kept it over my ears and let it hang down like that. And it was really long. I got to try and acquire some pictures of when I was younger. So y'all can see how long my hair was. But while I was at work, I realized I was sitting there pulling on my hair. And I realized that it's getting long again. And this just pulling it from the back. I ain't even tried pulling some from the front down to see how long it was. Because usually it's longer on my sides. And I take my back long to grow out. But I was sitting at my desk. And before I knew it, I had scissors in my hand. And I was pulling. And I caught myself because I was getting ready to cut it. I was at work. And it's just such a habit of once my hair starts getting long, cutting it. I was on the phone getting ready to start cutting my hair. And I stopped myself. Pray for me, y'all. I got issues. So, okay, so I didn't do much. I didn't get out in the garden because it's been like drizzly all evening. And I actually feel good today. In my sinuses, my medication's in my system, and it's not that bad. So I didn't want to risk playing with fire. So I'm like, go ahead and rain, do your thing, and I'll bring my butt in the house. But I did go out there and check to see if I had any more vegetables or anything that came up. And the okra have come up, but one of them looks really healthy, but a couple of them they already look like they're getting yellow. So the pH in the soil is still off. So what I might end up doing is taking and once those seedlings come up, taking hollow out that row and just pour in potting soil, and then replant the seedlings in the potting soil, and that, you know, because apparently we gotta add more lime and to that soil, because that mulberry tree was there for so long, and those, you know, it's a fruit, and it was a citrusy type acid in the fruit, and for years and years and years that fruit's been dropping down on that soil. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing. Hopefully it'll make a comeback. We'll see. Other than that, I've been spinning, and if you follow my channel and you watched any of the other videos, and you've already seen this stuff I'm about to show you. But this is my new spindle. It is for plying. I tested it. It spins very well. I think it's 1.75 ounces, and I got it from Fox Mountain Spindles. I think it says Fox Mountain Spindles. I will give you the link to verify. And then I'm still working on that silk. And I showed, okay, this is the skein I did that, see if I can let y'all see how shimmery, if it'll show up. Nope, it's not gonna show up like that. I don't know if you can see. Focus on the line. Stupid thing. I didn't want to focus on it with. But I don't think, you can't see, but it's, see how this is sparkly. This is that purple. This is that purple. Right through here and here. Okay, so it's real, it's sparkly all throughout. This is a real pretty skein. And then this was the gray mohair. And this is the rambouillet. And when I wash this, it's gonna loosen up and soften up so much. It's gonna be amazing. And then this was the other mohair right here. It's already really soft. So what I've been doing is I'm gonna make another skein of this, because I had some more of this. I call it Tequila Sunrise, but I have some much oranges and yellows, and a little bit of reds and blacks. But I have some more of that, and then I'm gonna use the Exploded Barbie. So you can see this. You can see the fire star in this, Angelina, whatever they want to call it. So I'm gonna make another one of these skeins. So I thought it was cool. Next week is Maryland Sheep and Wool. So my contest. Remember the contest? It's been a while, huh? So my contest will be going for Maryland Sheep and Wool for the box of fiber goodness for someone, yarn and other fun fibery things. So you guys can think about that while I'm at Maryland Sheep and Wool. Y'all can be doing your video entries of why you think you should win that box of goodies from Windswept Farms and from me. So yes, there's everyone who enters has to do a video entry of, it could be a skit or anything, of why they think they should win. And then everybody who does the video entry will go to the random.org, will put your name in, and so you'll win that way. My nose is as Miss Chris's fault when I yawn. Remember that. But my nose is itching. So, but I ain't sneezing yet. On the art front, our homework project is kind of like, I think I put a link up in the last video to the exhibit over at the Crochet Hall that lady did, just using her fingers and the charcoal dust and whatever she used. So our art homework is to do something similar, I think, using our fingers just to play and have fun. So it's gonna be a hard assignment for me, because even though my room looks a little messy, it doesn't take long to clean it up because it's actually a very organized mess. Like, these are the books I haven't read yet. There's only 4 of them over there. These are the sunflower coasters I made. I just need to leave in the ends. They can go over there in my need to be finished basket. I have some patterns, some coupons. They can go into their stacks where the patterns go. And I did the yarn. I finished those in my yarn basket. The bobbins can actually go in their little spot that I put them on this chair. They fit up under there in a box. And so I just have to put things in their place, and then this room will be nice and organized and clean. But then I'll get irritated because then I have to look for stuff when I want it. And right now I'm using this stuff a lot, so I just leave it out. So it's my mess, and I love it, and it's me. And this is my room, my craft room, my woman cave, so to speak, where all the creativity happens, where the web design work happens, where the drawing happens, where the yarn happens, where the fiber happens. Well, the carding happens down in the basement, but everything else happens up here. The fleece washing happens down in the basement as well. I know I'm rambling. I don't really have that much to talk about of craft-wise. Just, I wanted to share some stuff with y'all today. So hopefully I can find it. Okay? Alright. I saw some news articles today. and they had me laughing like crazy. And I hope I can find them. It's not funny. They should put this stuff in order. Let me see. It was the Wilmington Star News in North Carolina, and it said, but it was funny. Okay. These stories are gonna be morals. No, that ain't it. Alright, these stories are gonna be the moral to the story is kind of stuff, okay? Alright. So, local news. Okay. Pedestrian hit and killed while searching for cell phone on US 421. Alright. Apparently, this woman was talking to her boyfriend in a store on her cell phone. And she got her items, and she set her phone down on top of her car, I guess with her license and stuff too, so she'll probably buy something. You had to be 21 or older to buy, like some cigarettes and beer, more than likely. But she forgot her phone and stuff on top of her car, and she drove off. Well, it flew off the car, and I guess she heard it bump up the car or something. She realized, oh, I dropped my cell phone. It's dark. It is nighttime. Okay? She, I guess, pulls over somewhere. Where it goes? It says I think she went back to the gas station or something. No, she pulled over near South Terminal Road. Alright. So she pulled over. And she went looking along the road for her cell phone. Remember, it's nighttime. Needless to say, she was popped up out of nowhere in the dark in front of this guy's car. And he couldn't avoid the accident, and he hit her, and she passed away, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but it's a cell phone, and it's nighttime. And common sense says, come back in the morning when you can see something and look for it. Okay? What did people do before there were cell phones? What did you do? Really? You're going to risk your life on the highway trying to get a cell phone? Really? Okay? I don't know. Don't do it no more, people. Learn from this woman's mistake. If you forget your cell phone on top of your car and it's nighttime and you heard bump diddy bump bump on the highway, chances are you finding it ain't gonna help matters to begin with, because it's probably destroyed to begin with. It's probably cracked up, broken up. It ain't gonna work unless you got a lucky bounce and it landed over on a soft shoulder. But is it really worth risking your life? Okay? No, not for a cell phone. Cell phones are so easily replaceable today, it ain't even funny. And even if you can't afford to get it replaced, your life can't be replaced either. And a cell phone is not a living individual. It's a thing, an object. It don't pay your bills, it make bills. Now, I saw something else too. They're going to build a Hobby Lobby in Wilmington. Let me see if I can find that article for y'all. And I know there's people who say, Hobby Lobbies suck, and other people love Hobby Lobby in their area. Well, the guy who, I think he used to be the VP for all the Target stores, I think he's the VP for Walmart now. And ever since he's been VP, he has been, in some areas, phasing out in some of the stores, making them be more Target-like inside. So he's been phasing out the crafting, the like the cookware, the baking pan, the specialty areas like the fabrics and all that stuff. He's been phasing them out. If there's something like a Joann's and a Michael's and stuff like that in the area, he's been making the Walmarts more Target-like. I don't like it, because some areas, Walmart is one of the only places people can even find yarn to buy without ordering online. Then they got to pay all them freaking shipping costs. So, it says the Hobby Lobby is coming to the Old Heritage location in Wilmington. It'll occupy all 46,000 square feet. So this is going to be a big Hobby Lobby. So, live to see the day. Because I will be making trips home. My parents will get to see a lot more of me and my children, just so I can go to this Hobby Lobby and see what all that sparkly yarn is all about. And plus, they'll probably have other craft stuff I want to mess with too that I can't find around here without paying an arm and a leg and ordering offline. So, there might be some paints and stuff in there. They might carry paints and stuff in there for my daughter to experiment with. Jump. Who knows? It's a place to go. Buy some yarn. Don't judge me. So, I'm excited about that. There was another article about somebody stupid. Oh yeah. Y'all have to read this article on your own. See if I can find it. Let me see. I think it was on CNN. Justice. Okay. Man is shot. Realizes it the next day. This was in Sacramento, California. Alright. A man in Sacramento was shot twice after leaving a bar, but he told police he didn't realize it until the next day. The victim told officers he got into an argument with another person in a parking lot after leaving a bar. Parking lot and bars, I tell you. Near Boxwood Street in El Camino. Police said it wasn't until the man drove himself back to his hotel, went to bed, and woke up next morning that he realized he'd been shot. Okay. The bar canvassed. The victim was taken to the hospital with injuries that were not life-threatening. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then this is another one. Alright. This is why I'm an advocate for birth control. And why I am an advocate for young ladies. Not only should you have your own form of birth control, you should carry birth control around for him too. Because while you might be all in love with him, chances are you're just a piece of AWS to him. He ain't in love with you. You'll hit it and quit it, and he's on his way. Chances are, when young people like that, you ain't his only girlfriend either. And sometimes you know that you ain't the only one, but you think getting pregnant and having his baby gonna make him just be with you. Where do you people get these thought processes from? Is it the hormones talking? I don't get that. I don't get that. But anyway, this man attacked this woman, ex-girlfriend, brutally beat her, stomping on her. She's an advanced pregnancy. Let me see. So she's an advanced pregnancy, stomping on her stomach, trying to make her miscarry. They put this fool in jail with a $500,000 bail. I think he should have been in jail with a $3 or $4 million bail. Okay? Somebody gonna do that to somebody? I don't care if they was the worst enemies of all time. But gonna stomp on a pregnant woman's stomach? Because he don't want to be a father? If you didn't want to be a father, you should have had used 2 or 3 condoms. Better yet, shouldn't have had sex with her in the first place. Keep it in your pants. Take care of your own needs. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that. So, condoms, spermicidal creams, and sprays. Oh, I'm on birth control. Condoms, spermicidal creams, and sprays. Anything you can get your hands on, that is called spermicide. Okay? And use it. Alright? And you still gonna run that 1% chance of it still having a super sperm that make its way to the egg. Okay? Alright. If you don't want a baby, don't have sex until you find a person you want to have babies with. That's one option. Not too many people gonna do that. I didn't do it. Okay? So, but there are ways for you to try your best, your damnness to protect yourself. And if you did everything you could, if she did everything she could, and still got pregnant, then that child was meant to be. Okay? Accept that, even though y'all did everything with medical science humanly possible, without having a hysterectomy, well, not hysterectomy, but without having a tubal ligation, or you without having, what do they call it for the guy? Vasectomy. Y'all use every other form of protection that was from each of y'all that y'all could use, and you still got pregnant. I think that was meant to be. And that child is special. That child is meant to be here. That child has a serious purpose in life. Okay? Accept it. Nourish the child. Be there for the child. You ain't got to worry about it. Ain't about his mama or her mama. It's about that child now. That's just how I feel about that. He should be on a $3 or $4 million bond, if not higher than that. He should never see the light of day again. You know, I ain't worried about the woman. It's this child. The child ain't do nothing to you. Okay? It's not the child's fault. And here is the kicker. How do you even know it's yours? I mean, it's a bad thing to say, but in this day and age, we see it all the time. These girls will lie to keep this man that they have decided in their mind is their man, the only man they want. And they will get pregnant or go have sex with somebody else while they're having sex with you to get back at you. Blah, 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 blah. And it might even be yours. You know, wait until you get the DNA test results back. And even then, if it's yours, then man up, be a man, take care of your baby. You ain't got to worry about the mama. That's what the court systems are for. You can go to court, you know, do what you got to do to protect your child. Make sure she ain't spending all her money on the child support, on getting her nails and her hair done for her new man. And then the child sitting there in dirty, stinky diapers and stuff. And don't even nobody getting affronted because we see it all the time. We know women who are like that, who do that. Okay? The child was just a tool to try and keep this man, and then when it didn't work, now they move on to the next one and trying to get, you know. And then you see these young girls got all these different babies by all these different daddies, and they ain't with them one of them. By yourself, with all these mouths to take care of and feed. When it didn't work the first time, or the second time, or the third time, did you not get a clue? That's just me telling it like it is. Same thing for him. When you got the first one pregnant, and then the second one pregnant, and you're not taking care of the first one, you're not taking care of the second one, you're wondering why you keep going to jail for non-support. Did you not get a clue? Okay? And that is why I think third strike, you're out. No more public assistance. No nothing. Okay? Snip, snip. Obviously, you're not a responsible parent. You're not a responsible human being. So why should you even be allowed to continue contributing to the DNA pool? Snip, snip. Alright, I'm gone. I'm gone. I can't help it. I just get tired of seeing that mess. Alright, I just get tired of it. You see it every day, and you think after 20 years of watching this train wreck, since I've been, well, hold this pudding. Pudding! How old are you? She'll be 23 next month. When you got 4, it's hard to keep track of the ages and stuff. I should just make it a calendar. How many, like, Pudding is 23, Junior is 12, Marissa is 14, Anjanita is 19. She'll be 20 on her birthday. So then I have 2 twin 20s. So Pudding will be 23 on her birthday. So for the last 23 years, since I myself have become a parent, I get to watch this train wreck every day. I remember sitting in the doctor's office, you know, waiting for your visit with your, you know, your gynecology appointment and everything, your obstetrician appointment, and listening to these young girls talk about their man. That my man this and my man that, and my man. And then, you know, you just sit there and you wonder, what are you doing with your life? Oh, well, my man, he's in the Navy, and he's going to take care of his baby, and blah, 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 blah. He's going to marry me. Come to the next appointment. Still single. Where's your man? You know, come to the next appointment. You still single. And each appointment, you're a little more depressed. So obviously things ain't going the way you thought they were at the beginning of that pregnancy. Then you get to the end and you bitter. Bitter, sour. That nigga this and that nigga that. And I can't stand that bastard this. And that bastard ain't going to have nothing to do with my child. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I thought he was your man. The moon rose. The moon, well, how does it go? The sun set, rose and set by this man. But now he's this, that, and the other. He was this, that, and the other when you met him. You just didn't want to see it. You're going to make him be what you want him to be. And that ain't going to happen. So, ladies, keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. If he ain't going to take you to meet his mama, or ain't telling you nothing about his family, how to contact his family, don't want you around his family. A lot of them, oh, you don't want to be around my family. You know, they drunks and da-da-da. Well, they're your family. They brought you into this world. You know, that's your kin. That's who you go be around and be with and go home to. So if I'm that important to you, how come I can't meet your drunk uncle, your drunk aunt, your alcoholic mother, your alcoholic father, your brothers, your sisters? If, you know, that's your family. And if people are supposed to love each other and have that love for each other, then you accept them no matter what. They're, you know, people aren't perfect. You accept the good with the bad. Okay? And if he's not willing to share the bad with you, then that good, that's the only thing he's sharing with you, means he's sharing the good and the bad with somebody else. Okay? So use your common sense. Use your brain. Like my dad used to tell me, use your head for something other than a hat rack. So, alright, there was something else I was going to talk to y'all about today. What was it? Oh, Yolanda, the ones of us who are gardening, I will put Yolanda's link to the video. Go check out her freaking garden. I love what she did with that chicken wire. Well, we wouldn't call it chicken wire. What do they call that wire like that? It's like a see, in North Carolina, the chicken wire for us is the little octagonal, you know, not octagonal, hexagonal shaped wire. We call that chicken wire. I'm not sure what they call. What did they call it? Fencing wire back in the day or something? The little square wire. I'm not sure what they call it now. But it's awesome the way she used the drink bottles and then have them, you know, fixated on that fence and use them to grow different. It's amazing. I'm like, oh snap, you done started something now. Yes, I must incorporate that, especially for things that don't seem to be doing well in my soil. I could use those bottles and put pot and soil. I could do all my strawberries like that. Yolanda, thank you. So, alright, I'm gone. I'm through ranting and raving. Use protection. Young ladies and young men who don't want to use abstinence or who aren't going to use abstinence, use protection. Okay? And know somebody before you be with somebody, if you know what I mean. Like I said, if they're not willing to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, then you shouldn't be willing to share yourself with them. Lord. It's Brian interrupting my vlog with his fabulous self. Go ahead, snap it up, baby.
In a circle. Hi, y'all.